Okay, slightly harder. We're trying to find the 10th term of this geometric sequence. Not quite as easy as the video we did, which was called Finding the Terms of a Geometric Sequence number 1. To find the terms of a geometric sequence, here is our rule. To utilise that rule, we need to know A, R and N. It wants me to find the 10th term, so I know N is 10. But I'm not given enough information in the question to know either A and R, so I need to work out how I can find A and R. What I do know, again using this formula, is I do know that the second term is equal to 8. So the second term, A, R, 2 minus 1, is equal to 8 because I know what N is. N is the second term. So in other words, A, R to the power of 1 is equal to 8. I'll call that my first equation. I also know that my and the fifth term. So A, R, 5 minus 1, because N is 5. I know that my fifth term is 512. So in other words, A, R to the power of 4, because 5 minus 1 is 4, is equal to 512. That is my second equation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do equation 2 divided by equation 1. And you'll see why when I do it. Here's equation 2. And I'm going to divide that by equation 1. So when I do that, my A's cancel. And using my index law knowledge, when I divide indices, I subtract them. And then 512 divided by 8 is 64. So in other words, R cubed is equal to 64. And if I want to work out therefore what R is the cube root of 64, which is 4. So I've worked out R. 4. If I substitute 4 for R, and I'm going to do that in equation 1, so going back up to equation 1, A, R to the power of 1 is equal to 8. A, R to the power of 1 is equal to 8. So in other words, A times by, remember, so now R is 4. A times by 4 is equal to 8. I don't need to put the power of 1 there, but I can. So in other words, 4A is equal to 8. Divide by 4, divide by 4. Therefore, we have found that A is 2. So now look what I've got. I have got everything I need to now find the 10th term. So the 10th term is equal to 2, because A is 2, times by 4 to the 10 minus 1. I'm substituting in here. So where I see N, I am putting 10. Where I see A, I'm putting 2. And where I see R, I am putting 4. My colour coding didn't really work there. Anyway, the 10th term is equal to 2 times 4 to the power of 9, because 10 minus 1 is 9. You can put that into your calculator, so the 10th term is 524,288. So we had a little bit of work to do before we could use this formula. We needed to use some knowledge and some previous knowledge to help us then work out A and R, and once we worked those out, we could find our 10th term.